Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This just came across my desk. And if this is true, this is one of those things where you're like, of course, the dots connect. Wow. Oh, all right, let's check this out. So this is on the New York Post front page. Front page. As you can see how it came across my desk. I typed in NewYorkPost.com. Boom! Right there. You ain't even got to scroll to see it. It's right here. Wow. Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin lived with a transgender partner. Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin, Tyler Robinson, was living with a transgender partner who was in the process of transitioning from male to female. A law enforcement source confirmed to the Post Saturday. So that's today. They got it today. Wow. Oh. All right. Oh my God, these darn. Okay, there it is. Finally got it out the way. Okay. That individual who has yet to be publicly identified by the authorities is now fully cooperating with the FBI on its investigation into the fatal shooting of the conservative activist. The source added the relationship was first reported by Fox News' Brooke Singman. According to public records, Lance Twiggs, 22, resided at the same address where Robinson lived. A relative of Twiggs confirmed to the Post Saturday that, yes, they were roommates. Let me see. The family member who asked not to be identified said Twiggs was the black sheep of their St. George, Utah family, but declined to speculate on a romantic relationship between the two men. Okay. She said that she didn't know her relatives' politics or whether Twiggs was transitioning to become a woman, but added that it wouldn't surprise her. You know, I know somebody that transitioned, and when the subject came up, people weren't surprised. You see what I'm saying? Like they actually thought that he was gay. I personally did too. I thought he was bisexual. That's what I thought. And when he transitioned, I was told that certain family, when they were told, like, we got something to tell you, you know. And they're like, what did he come out as gay? Is he gay? And they're like, no, actually he, so, family knows, family doesn't always know your politics, but we know how you behave and your mannerisms, and certain things may lend to this or that. So family member says she knew Twiggs was brought in for questioning by police. Let me see here. Kirk, 31. But yes, we know what happened. He was actually answering the question, do you know how many transgender Americans have been in certain types of crimes over the last 10 years? Asked the attendee. And Kirk responded, too many. Man, so the law enforcement source says that they were in a romantic relationship. The family member didn't know their politics, but wouldn't be surprised that the one person, the partner, was transitioning. So, and they're not sure if they were in a relationship or not. The law enforcement's been doing the digging and the investigating. So I'm going to assume that they probably were. Um, and you know, so they're being questioned, and they are cooperating. So that's a good thing. So sometimes someone you're dating goes off and does something you don't even know they were going to do it. So we don't know whether the person is involved or not, or whether they knew or not. We don't know any of that. But that is like, wow. And I told you when it happened, I was like, I hope that it is not a transgender person that did it. Well, this person definitely isn't transgender that did it. But they were allegedly involved with a transgender person. Could they have done it out of their, you know, not liking what he had to say about transgender relationships or transgender politics or whatever? You know, sounds like it definitely could have been motivated that way. And when you think about the bullet casings and they talk about the bulge and the ooh thing and all this, it's something's definitely there with it. Like the dots are connecting with what happened here. I just wondered if he hadn't said anything. Well, they had him pretty much clear as day. In the picture that they showed us, it's one of those things where, if your family sees it, they're going to know. People that know you, when they see that, even though he's covered up to a certain extent, there are people that are going to be like, hey, that's what you'll call it. Like, they're going to know immediately. I don't think he would have got away with it for long. I think someone would have identified him. His own family saw it. Was like, wait a minute, is that you? And he said, yeah. So, surprised he admitted it to him. This is wild. The can of worms just keeps overflowing with more and more worms. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Wow.